What's up, Cancer? Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome in. Come on in, guys. It's time to get serious this reading, all right? We're going to dive in and see what your spiritual and intuitive messages are, okay? What do you need to know right now during your spiritual journey, okay? So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Cancer. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Food for the soul. What do you need to know for the month of June? Okay. Hold on, guys. Get my cards together. Okay, so we're going to start out with what you need to surrender. Okay, so what do you need to let go? What do you need to release? And what may be some blockages here, okay, that the universe sees fit for you to surrender over. So starting out here, let's see. All right, Cancer, surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Okay, so, yeah, you hear that, guys? Okay, so let me adjust my light, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. All right, surrender resentment. So if you guys are holding on to something here, it's time to release it, guys. If there's something that somebody that has wronged you, childhood trauma, things that you're just still holding on to that you haven't completely let go of, it's time to release those, surrender those resentments and surrender it over to spirit, okay? So once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you, okay? So whatever you're dealing with, guys, there, you don't have to carry any burdens alone, right? You have spirit there to carry those burdens for you. You just have to surrender it over, let it let it go, okay? Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a shift in a relationship. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. All right, so maybe you guys find yourself trying to fix someone, trying to guide someone. This sounds like it's time for you to wash your hands with that situation and let someone figure it out for themselves, okay? You can't try to continue to understand someone and hold their hand as they go through every process, and while they not do the work, you know, they have to do the work themselves. Let's see, like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? So you can tell this person all day what they should do, but they're not willing, it won't get done, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Okay, there's something better, okay, and you're ready. And within the next few weeks, so something is coming towards you guys in the next few weeks, something that is much better than the current situation you're in. Whatever is going on here, guys, this may be a sense of maybe trying to hold on to someone too tightly, like you're trying to fix something that maybe no longer is meant to be fixed, right? Which includes you trying to fix this person to fix the situation, if this is romantic. But what I'm saying here is that maybe you are at a place where you're ready to let something go. You're ready for something better. You're ready to bring something that's in alignment with you in, right? So, let's see. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Look at that. Full moon in Cancer. And a time to give rather than take. I feel like that is the other person's energy. Like, I feel like you are the one that has been given. So either way it go, that, you know, there's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance of who's giving and who's receiving, the giving and the receiving. And I do feel like you're giving way more of yourself to someone than you should be, okay, is what I'm seeing right now. Let's see. What's the help here for Cancer? Look at that, guys. Don't stress and stop stress. And you can do bad by yourself. And sooner than you think. Something here is changing here when it comes to how you feel about someone, or, you know, just the situation. You know, that you can do bad by yourself is a clear indication to what I was saying about you putting too much energy into someone else, and it's definitely stressing you. You've given someone all you can here. There's nothing much more that you can give them. The only thing is left is that they just continue to, you know, pull on your energy. Yeah, you guys kept having multiple cards that come out here, so I got all these extra cards. But let's move on and see what the messages are here for you. All right. Let's just look at for Cancer. Enlightenment. Okay. Make sure that's one card. Okay. Enlightenment. Make some room here, guys. Okay. Trying to make sure. I know how everything has to be placed for it to be in the view of the camera, guys. So, okay. So, enlightenment and going forward. Okay. Yeah, flow. Excuse me. Flow. Okay. And action. And change. Okay. Good messages here, okay? So I do see you guys on a path of enlightenment, which is what I was saying about maybe you're finally like coming to terms with realizing that you can't fix someone. And there's a place in you now that's kind of just ready to release this and move on, because you know you're starting to want something better, right? You're starting to desire something better. You may no longer have that attachment that you had before, but maybe what's keeping you there is like this underlying resentment for this person. I don't know. You know how you can stay with someone and you want to be with them, but then you resent what they've put you through. But so it's just like a cycle, and so you're trying to come out of that. Maybe like waiting for someone to get it right, and they're not getting it right, and just giving them chance after chance, you know, to fix themselves, so you can fix the situation, and it doesn't seem to be going in that direction. Okay, so you're ready to go forward. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to take some action here to bring the change in your life that you need. Let's go ahead and clarify, guys. That's the enlightenment. Maybe you're realizing that like you could do bad by yourself, or you don't need to continue to try to put the energy into this, okay? Enlightenment. It's the 5 of Earth in the reverse. Okay. The 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe you're having some financial issues, and you are coming into a light, you know, enlightenment about what you need to do when it comes to finances, or getting yourself out of a financial situation. So maybe you guys are working on that. I do see like some ideas or some opportunities coming to you that will help. I feel like you've also come, that to me, so with that 5 of Pentacles in the reverse and enlightenment, to me that is like a clear indication that you feel like you can do better by yourself. Like that 5 of Pentacles in the reverse is like you've been through some hardships, you've been through some, maybe some losses, some financial losses, but it's like you are in that mindset now of realizing you can just pick up and figure this out on your own, right? But at least the Five of Pentacles is in the reverse, okay? So you're definitely overcoming some obstacles. You have going forward with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, okay? So what I'm getting here is it's like you guys have been in this state of being with someone and going with the flow of what they wanted, what they desired. And now you're in this energy of it's time for me to go forward with what I want. So it's like no more confusion, no more being in this state of so in love that you can't what am I trying to say? It's like being in the state of being so in love that you lose focus of what you need to be doing. So that's what I was looking for. Okay. So now it's like I'm feeling like you're getting back to a place where you're feeling focused again, or you're ready to be focused. And that's that transition when you're really ready to step out of something. Okay. So go ahead and take that energy that you feel. You have flow, which is the moon. Well, I saw the moon. Okay. But you have the moon here. Let your intuition flow. Let whatever it is you feel flow. Okay. I'm really feeling like that is in a sense. Look at that. Flow clarified by the Ace of Wands. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement. Change your life now. Clarifying flow. You have release at the bottom, which is death card energy. Okay. The end of a phase or a situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. Yeah. Only seeing Scorpio here so far. All right, action. What is this action here? So this is definitely letting you know, guys, that there's something better ahead of you. Don't keep, don't stay in this state of confusion with this person. This state of, just going back and forth. Let's see, action. Let's see. Four of Swords in the reverse. So now the Four of Swords, right? It says time to rest and take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. But this is in the reverse. So this could mean you've been restless. It could mean being restless. Or it could mean that you have been resting like too long. You've been in this state of just, like I said, going with the flow of this person. And now it's time for you guys to get out of that and start, really get in action with doing what it is that you feel like you need to do. Coco, please, girl. Sorry, guys. That's my dog. Let's see, the cards flipped around. Okay. And change is clarified by justice. Fair and just decisions. Look at that, guys. Do what you know is right and stand up for your beliefs. I told you that's the only way to make a change here, guys. You're going to have to get a backbone with someone here that you may find it hard to release some sort of attachment to. Okay. Let's get an energy oracle message here, guys. Energy oracle message that we have here for Cancer Spirit. What does Cancer need to know? Oh, financial constraints in the reverse, guys. I told you. So whatever financial situation or hardships you've had, that's changing, guys, okay? And rest and rejuvenation. Okay, let me get another one here. All right, there we go. Walking away. An angel of strength at the bottom. That's about you finding the courage, finding the strength to make things happen, to do what you need to do. Let's read the messages here. So, financial constraints in the reverse, which is number 13. Okay. So, in the reverse, it says this card reverse portends an increase in the money about to come your way. The previous constrictions have broken open, and there's a greater flow of money. You see, flow came out with the Ace of Wands, right? and there's a greater flow of money and other things. As more funds come in, you'll find that you have the freedom to take more risk and spend without the previous extreme precautions. The river of abundance is starting to flow your way. But don't be too cavalier. Always bring your consciousness to this in every aspect of your life. The affirmation says, I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. So write that affirmation down, guys. So that could be the personal resolution that is reaching, when it says a personal issue reaches a resolution. So it could be your finances, and it also could be what may help you be able to move on from this situation. So maybe some of you guys, financial hardships is keeping you in a certain situation with dealing with someone, and this may be why you resent someone. Maybe they cause you to lose something. Maybe some situation caused you to have to be dependent on them, and you're frustrated and you no longer want to be in that energy of being dependent on someone. Okay, so let's see what walking away says. They may be like your biggest setback here, Cancer, but walking away says letting go and moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options to the open road ahead. That's that was going forward right there. That's that open road ahead right there. Okay. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates that now will be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness. Do you see that? You're ready, right? You have the readiness. Sorry, guys, I lost my place. Okay, readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. So like I said, the readiness and the resources. So that's what I was saying. Like I was picking up that some of you guys are ready for this. You're ready to let this go. You're ready for something better. You're finally emotionally releasing someone. Okay? And through that, the universe is going to make sure whatever you need flows to you. Okay? So, yeah. And like it said, readiness and resources to walk away. So the resources are coming. That's where the finances is coming. That's where the new opportunity is coming. And like I said, it's going to land you to be able to say, man, I can and move on, right? That's the energy you're about to be in with someone. They may have thought they had you stuck in a situation, and maybe they did for a while. Okay? But like justice came out a while ago. Yeah, those scales are about to balance. That's what was clarifying change. So do what's right and do what's fair for you. Could be dealing with a Libra as well. So I think we saw Libra, Scorpio. We got Cancer here, so you could be dealing with another Cancer. Interview, okay, guys. So you guys about to have an interview. Dress to impress, okay? That's the opportunity. You got it, though. The universe has already spoken it that you got it. And look at that. Loan approved. Resources coming in, right? So something you guys might be trying to get approved for. Maybe a house. Maybe a car. Maybe just a loan because you need a loan. But I do see a new job coming in here. Interview. So dress to impress. Look good. I feel like you guys are going to blow them out anyway with that dress to impress. Yeah, and blow them out the water. So let's see. Good energy. Good energy. So definitely that makes sense as to why financial constraints is in the reverse, right? And why I saw enlightenment here with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Because like I said, you're about to get out of that energy of lack or not having or having to depend on someone else or deal with someone else for, you know, until you can make it. Long term, an opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. Look at that. What else do we have here for Cancer? Okay. Flashback. People from the past return. You may work with a previous co-worker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. Okay, so maybe some of you guys, this is a new position in an old job, or you're asked to come back to an old job. You have endings. You may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. So maybe some of you guys lost your job, okay? But I do feel like maybe the job may ask you back, even if it's not the same job, or you might go to an old job and apply for a better position, maybe now that you have more experience. But maybe that's where the financial hardships came from, right? There was an ending to a job, but new job, new opportunities coming in. We ain't gonna stress about what's gone, right? We welcoming in what's coming. So taking steps, action is key to getting where you need to go. Yeah, you saw action. It's crazy how these cards are just, the messages are there for you, right? But action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. What did I say, guys? You may feel stuck. So it's definitely time for you guys to start taking those steps that you need to take to set your life up on a better path outside of someone here. Okay. And I'm going to pull these, but after these, I'm going to read the Strength, Angel of Strength. Oh my God, look at that, guys. What's behind that is attachment in the reverse. Attachment in the reverse. I'm not going to read it though. Now, matter of fact, I'm not even going to read Angel Strength because actually the cards just keep going. So you have Angel Strength, which is about that courage, right? Having that strength, that willpower to move forward, and, you know, doing what you need to do to release this attachment here. And then you have the Thinking Woman. You have the Thinking Woman. So you're making a plan, you're figuring things out. And then first chakra, Archangel Michael, which is the root chakra. That's gaining a sense of security. That's you getting stronger in your sense of self, right? That is you finally putting a foot down and standing your ground and doing what you need to do to get your sense of security back. Okay. Okay. So darkest before dawn. Look at that, Cancer. Beautiful. Breakdown before breakthrough. Major shift is in progress. Dissolving barriers and ascending. Wow. I love it. That's beautiful. Because like I told you, you've had some hard times here. We see that. But like it says, personal issue reaches a resolution and you're ready for something better, guys. And it's coming. You're coming out of that dark place that you just went into. You know, it's like you've been walking through a dark tunnel for a while and you see the light at the end. It's way down there, but it's slowly getting closer and closer and closer. And now you're finally ready to like walk through from that darkness and into that light that you see at the end of the tunnel. And it's about to be beautiful for you, Cancer. Love where you are. Look at that. Appreciate current circumstances. Ask yourself why you want what you want and see the beauty in it all. Okay. And then at the bottom, you have heart and mind union. Harmony of heart, which is joy and vision, with mind, which is plan and action. Faster manifestation, highest vibration. So what it's saying, guys, is finally your heart and your mind is in alignment with one another. to manifest what it is that you want. It's a struggle when your heart is in one place and your mind is telling you one thing, or vice versa, right? But now your heart and your mind are finally in alignment. You know this is not what you want. You're ready for something better, and you're ready to put the action to it now. You know, sometimes we can say we want something better all day and never take the steps to get it done, right? So it's like now you're finally like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm over this. I want something better, and that's exactly what I'm going to make happen. All right, Cancer. That's what I like to hear. All right. Yeah, that's your reading, guys. So you're gonna see a lot of this stuff start to transform within the next few weeks, and success. Okay. All right. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Okay. Comment, hit that notification bell. You know, let me know if it resonated with you, and if you know someone that it could help, make sure you send it to them. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.